Today we will discuss about audience and how to use audience, especially in Facebook. Now there are different types of audience which we'll talk about. Custom audience, lookalike audience, interest, or what we call it as saved audience. In whatever your interests are, you can save it as audience. And we'll briefly also talk about how can we use these audience after saving or after making these audience for retargeting purposes. Retargeting is one of the most important campaigns which can help in conversions. Now whenever you go to the interface, there is on Facebook, when you go to ads manager, there is one interface. In the assets there is audience. So when you click to that audience, this kind of window will open up, and this will say create a custom audience, create a lookalike audience, and create a saved audience. So basically three kind of audience. Custom, as we designed it, as we have given the instruction, the custom audience will be formed. Lookalike is based on custom audience. Suppose we have created custom audience of purchase, that those who purchase for 15 days. Now there may be 100 people or 200 people who have purchased in last 15 days. But we want to create their lookalike which may be in lakhs and millions. Fine. So custom audience may create a very small audience, but lookalike will give us the large number of audience to whom we can target, and chances of targeting becomes much more precise when we go in for custom audience or lookalike audience. We will further try to understand. Saved audience is nothing but we have already talked about. Whatever audience you have been using in your advertisement or you have researched during audience insights, you can give a name and save it. Suppose you say that we'll be targeting men 18 to 45, those who have been using oud or woody fragrance, those who are living in metro, and suppose you have identified from your audience insights that there are 10 characteristics which is something very important, and I have defined all those 10 characteristics and I have saved and I have given a name which I remember. Fine. You can use those audience while defining your, rather than again and recalling, again and again finding out, you can save these audience. So these are three ways of creating the audience. We'll today focus more on custom and lookalike audience. Saved audience is something which we have already talked about. Now when you touch upon and click this create custom audience, the next window which will open up is this. Now it will give you an idea that what kind of custom audience you want to create. Would you like to create about your website traffic? Suppose you have many people visiting your website but they are not buying. Fine. So you can create around website traffic. The other can be you have got a customer list. Suppose you know somebody having an offline store and has got a database of their own customers. Now he has come down to online store. So he has already got the list of customer and maybe some names, some addresses, some phone numbers may be there. So what he can do is he can create an Excel file, save it as CSV extension, and then upload it. If you click this, it will say where to upload, and from your desktop you can pick up the file. So what Facebook will do, from the phone numbers and email IDs, it will automatically find out their FB profiles or Insta profiles. Fine. So it will identify that. So somebody in offline business planning to go to online business, this is one option which will work very well. Then app activity we will not talk about, offline activity we will not talk about because we are not dealing into app. Facebook sources, video. Suppose you ran a video campaign, video view campaign. Now you want to show the another advertisement or the same advertisement to those who have watched your video. So you can click to this, and after clicking to this there are various options which will come. We'll see that. what are the options. And maybe people who watch 3 seconds of video, people who watch 10 seconds of video, or people who watched 75% or 25% or 50% or 95% of your video. So the better one is you choose 75% or 95% of the video, means they have been very much involved or engaged already. So if you will show them the advertisement, the chances of conversion would increase. Right? The other is the people who are on your Instagram business profile. You have some of you have created Insta business page, or those who have been on your FB page. You want to create that custom audience. Fine. Or we'll talk lead form bit later. So these are some of the major things. Suppose now we go in for a video one. Now in case of video one, the next window will open up like this. Now people who have watched your video, now there are 3-4 options which will come down on drop down, because this is a snapshot. I am showing you one option. So there are 3-4 options. People who watch 3 seconds, 10 seconds, 50% of your video, 75% of video, 95% of video. It is always better that you take up the higher side. 3 seconds of video may not be interested. 10 seconds plus, or those who have watched 75% or 95% video, you need to take up those, because they may be more engaged with your video and the chances of conversion may be more. Then there is another option, choose video. So whatever videos you have already uploaded on your FB page or Insta page, when you click this, it will show up and you tick that. In past, automatically there is 365 days, but we have a very short memory. So automatically you need to change it to 7 or 10 or 14, 15 days, not more than that, because people will not remember your video and your content for 365 days. So it is automatically, Facebook does some of the things automatically because Facebook also wants to earn money. But we have to be very vigilant about it, that we do not waste money. Then you can give certain name. Suppose you have created a video of, you need to, for every audience, you need to give a very relevant name so that later on you are able to recall that. So there are two options. One is name, other is brief description. So suppose I have taken some Valentine video. So video Valentine, and suppose 14 days I am taking. So I'll keep the name video Valentine 14. So that I can easily recall this is a Valentine video. Or in Valentine also specifically, if I have chosen some video, so I can name it up. So it is my choice. And you can always add a description, that those who have watched the video for last 14 days or this video. So that later on you can recall if you forget. Because once you start creating it, you will create tens of audience, and over a period of time you may forget. So that is why it is important that we keep a very relevant name. So choose the video whichever you like. You can choose more than one video also. It is not necessary. Suppose Valentine, you have created 3 videos. So you can at the same time you can choose all 3. You may choose only one, is your choice. And it will also give you some idea that how many 3-second video views has happened. So if you see, this video has got 675 views, whereas this video has got less number of views. So the video which already is doing well in organic, you must put the money or stakes on that video, rather than putting somebody video which is comparatively less popular as compared to the other one. So like I have done 14 days, I have given name video Valentine 14 days and create audience. Then if you click the create audience, it will automatically create that audience. And this kind of things will automatically come, video Valentine 14, and it will also show you the size below 1000, or if some already video views, because we have seen 675 were the, so it will show below 1000. But if the size will grow, it will show you bigger size. Once we have created this custom video, now we can create lookalike audience based on, because lookalike audience should have certain source, certain base, based on which duplication kiska karega. So it will duplicate or lookalike for certain base audience. So we have created this as our custom audience. So what we'll do is we'll again go to create audience, and we'll this time choose lookalike audience. Rather than custom audience, we'll go to lookalike audience. And once we go to lookalike audience, it will ask you what is the source. And you have to mention there are two sources it will show you, value based source and other sources. So you'll go to other sources, and the audiences, custom audience which you have already created, it will show you the list. So choose that, Video Valentine 14, choose that. After that, location, like we are doing operations in India, so choose location as India. Rather than choosing some city or some state, choose it complete India. Then there is another question which you have to answer, and select audience size. Automatically it is 1. 1 means 1%. The ideal one is the 1%. Means out of whole India, it will create 1% of the audience which are similar to the audience of Video View 14. Fine. So over a period of time, we'll change it to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6%. But for now, you need to create lookalike 1% only. Fine. So it will automatically show you, like on Facebook in India, there are around 340 million people on Facebook. So it will show you 1% as 3.4 million. So it will create based on your 674 people, it will create 3.4 million people, which has got similar characteristics which were there in 674 or 675 people. So that is the power of lookalike. So now you will see, you do not have to name this because it will automatically take the name from this lookalike 1% Video Valentine 14, and it will show you the size. Now because I have just created it, it is showing below 1000, but over a period of time it will show you 3.4 million out here. Then there is another option, you can create the ad using these audience. Now there are two audience, one is video. If we'll choose this Video View Valentine 14, we actually are retargeting. They have already seen my video, one of my video. I would show them the second ad and the third ad. So what will happen is chances of conversion would increase. See, then I have already created a lookalike. So again, it will show you the option, or you can go to the ad creation or ad manager and you can create an ad using these audience, and you can choose any of these audience. If you want to reach to large number of people, go for lookalike. If you want to retarget, then go in for your custom audience and try to show the advertisement, maybe the same advertisement or the different advertisement, so as to convince them that this is a well-known brand. More visibility, more chances of conversion would be there. So target audience who have already visited your site or engaged with your post, that is what we call it as retargeting. So that finishes off with this topic, that is audience, how to use custom audience, how to create a lookalike audience, and how to use it for creating your campaigns. Thank you.